The American part of a tribe resides in Somerton, Arizona. The Cocopas. Luckily, they do not face the kind of problems that the Cucapas do in Mexico. Instead, the Cocopas economy relies on the management of companies based on tourism. A tribe that once relied on the navigation along the Colorado River nowadays owns tribal enterprises like a golf course, which is actually located along the same river system, the Colorado. Ironically, the same river of the Cucapas in Mexico is always clean and full of water on the American side. Political interests and abuse from non-Indian people is mainly what nowadays puts a big difference in the economical and territorial situation of both tribes, the Mexican and the American. The Kumeyays from a small village in Mexico are in the midst of a territorial dispute. The owner of an important winery has acquired much of the lands of the Kumeyays by some special arrangements between the company and some members of the tribe.
Aquí nosotros, mira, nosotros ya hemos batallado mucho con este pedazo de tierra. Nosotros sabemos perfectamente que ese pedazo de tierra nos corresponde y él sabe perfectamente que ese terreno es de nosotros. Él compró sus papeles chuecos. Él en la reforma agraria allá en Mexicali se los hicieron a él o a Led porque él pagó dinero y como dice yo pago hasta que se me ponga enfrente. Así es de que compañero tenga mucho cuidado, si se le pone enfrente usted puede comprarle hasta la risa.
Juan Aguiar is a traditionalist member of the Kumeyays. He has had a hard battle to maintain part of the Kumeyay territory that the winery has tried to occupy.
Y aquí una vez tuvimos nosotros un enfrentamiento como la vez pasada que te dije, ¿no? Que habíamos tenido un enfrentamiento nosotros, yo y mi hermano, veníamos y oímos que andaban por ahí macheteando y venimos nosotros a ver qué había pasado y no andaban metiendo un cerco. Aquí me trajo 5 judiciales de aquí de Francisco Zarco. Y estuvimos alegando ahí y le dije yo que pues que no tenía nada él aquí que ver. Y dijo que iba a traer el presidente del comisariado en ese tiempo, era Andrés Eseña. Le dije, pues tráetelo a ver qué pasa. Y ya vino el chaval. Y aquí dijo, no, ¿sabes? Has tenido acuerdos con nosotros, pero con él no has tenido acuerdos. Cuando tengas el acuerdo con él, pues entonces ya va a ser diferente. Ya el acuerdo que está con nosotros. Total que no coincidimos en las mojoneras y el voto se fue. Hasta ese momento no hemos tenido los problemas y dificultades con este señor aquí.
He has struggled for many years, and now he has a plan to finish that battle, but he will need the support of his brother tribe on the American side. The Kumeyay, who have struggled also for their rights, and who now have the peace that the Kumeyay Indians from Mexico strongly desire.
We do go down there and we visit, and then periodically when there's gatherings up here in these reservations here, the villagers from the Mexico reservations come up. Now granted, they speak Spanish, and there's a little bit of a communication breakdown, but we're able to combine our thoughts and have conversations, and it's been very rewarding to think that after all of these years, is that just because it's an international border, it hasn't deprived the Mexico tribes and the California tribes. It has been a great opportunity for us culturally, historically, to be able to maintain the relationship with the Mexican tribes.
Even though the Mexican tribes and the American tribes still maintain a relationship, in recent years, it has been difficult for some of the Mexican Indians to cross the borderline.
I think one time my sister was telling me that some came across and stopped at my sister's house, and they knew our language, so they said they were from back there, but I don't know where they were going. so I guess they come across, but not anymore, because I haven't seen nobody coming across anymore since they put that fence up. And then, what do you call it? They put more border patrols out there, and no, I don't see nobody. They used to come and stop by the house for water, or something to eat, and feed them, and send them on their way, wherever they were going. But they were looking for people that was going to transport them, They were willing to pay $1,000, $2,000. But I wasn't going to do it, because if I got caught, I would have lost the car, and fined $2,500, and less than jail too, probably.
Most of the American and Mexican Indians of the border tribes have a special card that allow them to visit their tribes on the other side of the international division, although it is much harder for the Mexicans to obtain that special permit that the Americans easily get. However, not all the American Indians have had the opportunity of getting to know their relatives on the Mexican side.
Some girl was supposed to turn 15, I think, when they have that, what do you call that? When they turn 15, they celebrate.
You mean in Mexico?
Yeah.
Ah, yes. 15 años.
Yeah, and I guess they do that for theirs too or something. And he invited me over there, but nobody wanted to go. I didn't know the place anyways. I had to find somebody that knew the place, so I didn't go. I did really want to go and see the country over there, meet the other people,
In present days, there is a strong issue that prevails on the Kumeyaay of the United States. It is the speaking of the mother tongue. The new generation of Kumeyays in California do not show strong interest on learning the traditional language. Up to these days, on both sides of the border, the language had been taught by the elders of the tribes in the oral modality. But in 1988, in the Barona Reservation in California, the tribe began to work on the first dictionary of the Kumeyaay tongue. Today, organizers, linguists, editors, and conversationalists of the Ipai-A and Tipai-A have worked together to produce a complete document that allows a better lecture of the language to the new generation of Kumeyays. In Mexico, the Autonomous University of Baja California also published a dictionary of Ipai to the Spanish language. One of the main problems associated with the loss of the tongue is that the people who do speak it do not have anyone to practice it in a regular way.